Hi there, hello, welcome. My name is Sophie Peel and I am the Business Support Manager here at Sunderland Software City. I want to say a massive thank you for joining me on what will be a very quick whistle-stop tour of what it is that Sunderland Software City do, what it is that I do, and how we're going to be able to hopefully help you moving forward on your business journey. I want to say a massive thank you to Paul Lancaster and all the team at Newcastle Startup Week 2020. Doing it digitally is a really good way of you being able to dip in and out of the sessions that are really applicable to you. You can also save all of your favourites so they're there to hand for the future. And I'm really looking forward to September session when we can all do this in person, face to face, and hopefully with lots of cups of tea. So, yeah, to begin, what is it that Sunderland Software City do? Well, if I just share my screen with you. Okay. Now, Sunderland Software City, we are a business support organisation that's been going for 10 years. I can't get my words out. I have only been here for coming up a year, but within that time they have supported about 1,000 businesses, both startup and established. And we build really close relationships with the tech community, utilising our particular areas of expertise, knowledge and insight into this absolutely brilliant sector. We look to forge meaningful bonds by helping to maintain and grow the ecosystem within the Northeast, with the hope that some of you great inventors and innovators and entrepreneurs are going to grow and scale, and not just nationally but globally as well. So we concentrate predominantly within the tech and digital spheres, but we also look to help those businesses who are looking to incorporate tech within their business. There's a lot that can be discussed. So if you're unsure as to whether we're going to be able to help and support you, just drop me a line, we can have a chat. So within within my job role, I'm here to support SME businesses who are based in the Northeast. But when I say the Northeast, I mean the Northeast LEP. So we're talking Berwick all the way down to the bottom of County Down. We have some ERDF funding that we use, and to help businesses to grow, develop, and really look at their digital footprint, their narrative, what it is that they're saying, and how they're kind of coming across to customers. So what does this all mean? All right, so let's break it down. We've got 3 fully funded services that we can offer. So technical specifications, market intelligence, and marketing support. Okay, what does that mean? All right, so a technical specification, basically we work with a technical expert who is a developer, and he will sit with you and he will engage with you to really understand what it is that you want, need and require from this platform. So whether it be a bespoke app, a bespoke website, bespoke platform, CRM system, you will have needs and requirements as a business to make sure that you are getting back some return on investment. So Chris, our technical expert, will sit with you and he will get all of this information from you. He'll then put together what is known as a technical specification or a blueprint, which basically spells out to external developers exactly what it is that you are looking for. So when you go and get a quote from external developers, and we always say to get 3 as a minimum, that you are getting a true and genuine quote every time, and you're not being charged for functionality that isn't required from an MVP or your first round of development. You can then get feedback from customers, you know, what works for you, what doesn't work for you, but in the first instance you just need to get something to market that's going to satisfy your basic needs, your basic requirements, so that you can get feedback and make sure that actually functionality that you're adding to the platform is relevant. We also can pay for 12 hours worth of market intelligence. So we work with an award-winning agency based in Sunderland, and they will take a specific question that you have within your business. So say, for example, if you were looking for information to do with a new target customer market, you're not quite sure what they think, Are they the same as your current customer base? What we can do is we can get the marketing agency to work with you to understand what it is that you want to do and what you want from the information. Take your specific question, apply their marketing expertise and intelligence around market research and research methods to make sure that you are getting a real answer to the problem that you're putting out there. So it's the best way to answer your question based on the specific questions that you're going after. So when I say this, it can be qualitative research that they do, quantitative research, desk-based research. So if you're looking at competitors and what it is that they look like and how competitors interact with their customers, that can also be done. It's basically taking a specific question that you have, applying their expertise and knowledge, and coming out with a bespoke and tailored market research report, and then give you recommendations off the back of that and based on the evidence that they've found. Now, I will warn you that it is only a 12-hour project, so the scope of the project has to be, within 12 hours. We're not going to be able to speak to thousands and thousands of people, but it really is a good way to validate some of the ideas about the customer base that you have, or it may actually prove, you know what, this maybe isn't a good customer segment to be entering. So yeah, like I say, it can validate some of your ideas, but it can also stop you from trying to penetrate a target market that's not there. So the final fully funded service that we can offer is the marketing strategy / innovation road mapping. That's the fancy title for it. Basically, again, you'll be working with an award-winning marketing agency who will sit down with you. They'll really try to understand what it is that you're looking to do in terms of your marketing and who it is that you are trying to entice as a customer. So based on your own skills, your own knowledge, your own expertise, any budget that you have within the business, they can then write a bespoke and tailored market strategy so that you can then go away and implement things within your business. So we're looking at things like search engine optimization, pay-per-click, and things like your online platforms. Are you on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Insta? Are those the right platforms for you and your business? Depending on the sector that you're in, it might not be appropriate for you to be on Facebook, or it might not be appropriate for you to be on Insta. And it might also be something where, do you have the time and effort to be putting into, say, Instagram, which is all the pretty photos, the time and to develop the content, to upload the content, all these things they'll entice out of you to make sure that the document that they create is something that is a working document that's going to be able to take you forward and things that you're going to be able to implement in the future. Now, they are our technical and our marketing experts. They are the professionals in what they do. Here at Sunderland Software City, I am a generalist. So I previously had my own business, much to my dad's horror. And so I have a good understanding of all the basics around business. So looking at things like finance, a little bit of marketing, your people, any training needs that you may have as a generalist. But one of the services that we can offer before COVID struck, within our building, we have something called Innovation 4, which is basically a room that is filled with floor-to-ceiling whiteboards. Now what it is, it's a really good way of taking the information that's in your head and mapping it out in a visual way to enable you to realize and understand how much you actually have on. And from there, you'll realize that actually it's no wonder that your brain is feeling frazzled and that you're feeling completely overwhelmed, because you have got too many roles, responsibilities, and jobs that you're trying to cram into 7 days a week, 24 hours, with maybe a little sleep here, there, and everywhere. But what we can do is we can talk to you as a critical friend. So when you have been setting up your business, I'm sure that you've been asking friends and family what it is that they think about your business idea. And people are generally nice and will want to help and want to give you positive affirmations. They want to tell you that your idea is really good and that, yeah, perfect as it is. What myself and my colleagues at Sunderland Software City do is we will be the critical friend. So we are not experts in, say, pharmaceuticals or within kind of the farming industry, or we don't know the specifics around, I don't know, all kinds of industries. We simply can't know all the ins and outs. That's you. You're the expert in what you do. That's why you set up the business. But what we can do is we can just be a critical eye, a critical ear, and just sanity check some of the things that you are assuming. We can look at things like, are there some really low-hanging fruit that we can get to really quick to get some sales in so that you can get a bit of traction going? We can look at all kinds of things just to help and support you, but in a way that is meaningful. We're not just going to say that your idea is really good if we don't think that if we think it needs a little bit of work, we will tell you that it needs a little bit of work. We'll hopefully be able to help. If not, we have a really great network out there with experts in their own field. So if it is one particular area that we feel that you really need an expert to support you with, we will give the basics, we'll go through it, make sure that you understand, and then from there look for an expert to then build and develop onto that. The whiteboard sessions, obviously during COVID, are not available. However, we do have a digital session which we can run. The digital sessions are usually a couple of hours. We say to book out a whole morning or a whole afternoon so that we can really get to grips with what's going on. We can really understand your barriers, and then we can try and overcome some of those within the session. It's basically a case of us drawing all over the screen. Myself, my Chief Operating Officer, and you will have a digital video call, and we'll put together some ideas, some hints and tips, and some strategies to be able to support you. And then hopefully it may be that a few of those ideas are implemented, and then when we are able to see you in person, we can get you in and we can then again develop on from there. So that is something that we can do. We are happy to have a look at what it is that you're up to. Just double check that from a business support side, everything's being covered. And if we can tap you with an expert, then we have the networks and contacts there. So, like I said, that was a very quick whistle stop tour. There is loads of different things that we're involved in and things that we can help with and support. But you are going to have so many great people giving you advice, hints, tips, strategies within the Newcastle Startup Week. And so really, for me, I'd rather give you a little bit of an essence of what it is that we do. And then hopefully, if it's something that you think, yeah, I'd like to have a chat, we can. Those are my details there. Sophie.Peel@sunderlandsoftwarecity.com, and my mobile, you'll get straight through to me. And from there, hopefully, we would be able to have a digital chat with a real coffee. I do like a cup of tea or a coffee. No biscuits though, no biscuits. And like I say, I'm really excited to hear what it is that you guys are up to, how you came to be at Newcastle Startup Week 2020, and what you've got planned. And then, like I say, hopefully we can either help and support ourselves or put you in touch with the right people who can. But again, I just want to say a massive congratulations on setting up your business. It is such a scary time, but I think if you are brave enough to set up a business during COVID, a global pandemic, then the world is going to be your lobster. Absolutely. So yeah, if there are any questions, any queries, please just drop me an email at sophie.peel@sunderlandsoftwarecity.com, or my mobile telephone number is 077 393 24125. Yeah, congratulations again. Enjoy Startup Week, and hopefully I'll see you in September. Yay!